Well, just before the break, you saw me getting a slightly irate that you had to have 4 bottles. I couldn't believe it. But the doctor has explained why to me, and now she's going to explain why to you. But first, let's get the question again. See all the chances I'm giving everyone to get the answer?
Yeah.
Come on. Let's hear the question again.
Yes, so in our Eden Herbs Tisane, which is for cooling, cleansing of the blood, there are 10 herbs. And the 10 herbs are for targeting the various parts of the body. So there are herbs for the liver, herbs for the respiratory tract, herbs for the bowel, although it doesn't purge, herbs that will get into the joints, and of course herbs for the skin and the kidney. So there are 10 herbs. So if you can name 2 of these herbs, the local names or botanical names, it doesn't matter. I'll give you 4 bottles. Now I say 4 because in adults I recommend the course of 4 bottles. 2 tablespoons twice a day.
So why are these different,
yes,
the different
so
colours, and
yeah.
what are the differences?
So in our new rebranding, we have the glycerine. So the herbs there are preserved in either glycerine or alcohol. Traditionally it was alcohol, but nowadays some people don't like alcohol, so we use the glycerine. Both of them do the same thing. So our new labels have the red, which is glycerine. And the glycerine, for those who have high blood pressure or diabetes, and the children, they take dose of glycerine. So you'll notice 2 names as well. So there's Tisane and there's also Purify and Tonic. But these are the same products. Tisane and Purify and Tonic, the same products. The Tisane we send overseas. But certain persons locally want Tisane. They are accustomed with this red box Tisane imported. But they don't need to import no Tisane again. We have our Lucian Caribbean Tisane. So the Tisane and Purify and Tonic are the same products. So whichever one you take, you know, for an adult, it's 4 bottles. 2 tablespoons twice a day. A bottle should last 5 days, and the course of 4 bottles, 20 days.
Right, so you've got a month supply. So how do you take it? Which one do you take first, and what times would you take them?
So you take 4 of the same, So you can either decide to take the glycerine or the alcohol. It doesn't matter. But if you're diabetic, you take the glycerine because it is, although it's very sweet, it's sugar-free. So it will taste very sweet but sugar-free.
Okay.
So while you take it, very important, drink lots of water because it cleanses through the kidney.
Okay.
And if you're constipated, if your bowels are not going well, do the colon cleanse with it or before.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, then the lucky person who wins this will have access to the doctor, so she will explain it to them.
Yes, if you have any more questions. But, well, a lot of people know the Eden Herbs and they realize they need cleansing and they've been taking it.
Okay.
So some people like those of alcohol, some take the glycerine if they're diabetics, but everybody realizes they need cleansing. When you start seeing these marks come on the skin, and sometimes you're just low in energy, or if you have any form of inflammation. Now, inflammation is a condition where you feel a heat in the body. And not the heat of the menopause, but, you know, some people say they feel a heat in their legs. And sometimes they actually come up with a rash, a red rash. It could be hives, urticaria, or just something, you know, looking like little bumps. Or if you start getting LOTA, which is liver spots, here is a sign that you most likely need to cleanse, to detox.
Wow.
Yes, yeah.
Mary, you had a question?
Yes, I had a question. What is the difference between the blood purifier and the, what was the other one?
The colon
the
cleanser.
Colon cleanse,
Yeah,
because it does the same job.
Not exactly. The colon cleanse, like it says, is for the bowel. It's the bowel mixture. So it will just work on the bowel. It doesn't quite get into the bloodstream.
The blood purifier, you still...
It doesn't purge you. So that one you can go to work and catch the plane with.
I thought the blood one.
No, the blood, it doesn't purge you.
It doesn't purge.
No,
it just goes
purge.
around and it just cleans the skin. Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
So okay, what else have you got here? I think you have some
what we have here. Well, Veven for the nerves again. Everybody's so nervous and stressed and trembling. So Veven, we have it in capsule form for convenience. And we have a cream here. We make creams as well. Very pure, just beeswax and coconut oil and the herbs. So this one is made out of rosemary to stimulate the hair growth. Or if you have
my grandmother used to say that. She used to put rosemary and lavender in put it in something and
And
Okay,
Yes.
A lot of the traditional, you know, this is modern science, but it's what has been in use. It's nothing new.
Do they still use the hibiscus for shampoo? Because I remember as a child we didn't.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
couldn't
hibiscus.
afford
Yes.
shampoos, and
Yes.
you know it was like they used to use the hibiscus leaves
Hibiscus
to wash
leaves,
my.
I did that.
Are they?
Yes.
Are they still using this?
Most people go to the pharmacy, get something, but people have to be very careful with some of the chemicals and additives in these things. They're cancer forming. A lot of the shampoos and creams, a lot of the chemicals they are causing shampoo. So they're better off
So,
going back
what
to
you're saying is
hibiscus
best to go back
and
to
the
what
flat
we used to
cactus, the
as a child.
ratchet and the tea kako, you know.
As a
These
child,
are the things. But
yeah.
you know, nobody wants to go through that hassle now. You want to open a bottle. But careful what bottle you open, because there are lots of cancer-forming chemicals in a lot of these things.
It would be nice just to go back. I mean, growing up in Dennery and, you know, as a child, there was so much local ingredients that we used to use, and, you know, people used to live a lot longer than they do now because of...
hopefully discussions like this will remind people that, you know, the good old days were the good old days, but we have modern times now, and we're not going to forget those. But of course we have to go to a break, and some more interesting things coming up, so make sure you remain here on DBS. Okay, we're going to go straight to a nice piece of exercise for you, and again, participate or try and remember for next time when you start that nice health regime.
Okay, we did the first session of the warm-up. Now we're going to do the aerobic session now. So what you can do, you can put your favorite music on, and then you can go. Now we're working the stomach area and the bottom. Hold down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! 4, 3, 2, 1.